guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is exciting and special. It's all about engagement photos. So if you've been following my channel for a while, then you would know I'm engaged and I'll be getting married in 3 months, which is crazy to think it's coming up so quick. So on my channel, I have a series called Saying I Do, which is everything about my wedding and to help you plan your wedding or maybe your sister's or friend's wedding. So it's all like tips and tricks, lessons I've learned, and some funny vlogs too of planning this wedding. So like I said, today's video specifically is about engagement photos and how to prepare and go through it and then afterwards. So I hope you guys like this video and let's get started on the tips and tricks. So really quick, before I say my 10 tips, I want to give a big shout out to our engagement photographer and our wedding photographer, Ashley Ray Photography. I will link her in this video, of course. Her work is so amazing. She had us feel so comfortable during our photos and she was really quick on getting them back to us, and I just absolutely love her. So if you have not found the photographer for your wedding, I highly recommend really doing your research before you pick who you want to work with. Really look at their style, make sure it's something that matches your theme and style, photos that you would want to have forever, hanging in your house and to look back on and show your grandkids. So just really do your research beforehand, and it's okay to go and meet a few photographers before you find the right one that fits you. For the 10 tips, let's start with number 1. Number 1 is to cut and color your hair. Of course, if you've never colored your hair, definitely do not do this right before you get your engagement photos done. But if you regularly dye your hair once or twice a month, definitely go get it done the week before your photos so that it looks fresh and clean and just so nice and silky for your photos. And of course, cut it so you don't have dead ends showing in your pictures. I recommend for your soon-to-be groom to get his hair cut maybe like a few weeks before, just because it needs to sometimes like grow into itself. Jacob specifically, we've already counted, has to get his hair cut 14 days before the wedding, and it sounds maybe a little obsessive, but these are things that you just want to think of. When Jacob gets his hair cut, you can kind of like see his scalp, which would show up funny in photos. So 14 days of growing, then it looks really nice, it still looks clean, but it's just kind of grown into itself. Number 2 would be to tan. Now, if you have the pale skin thing going on, that is great. Nothing's wrong with that. But if you do want to look a little darker or more like warmth in your photos, then I definitely recommend doing some type of tan. I personally do not recommend bed tanning. Those are really harmful for your skin, but if you do some type of spray tan, those work great. I have a video that I'll link down below on a spray tan that I really like, and I have a new spray tan that I love that I'll be doing on a video on very soon. Number 3 would be to get a manicure. So of course, engagement photos is all about being engaged and the ring that he proposed to you with. So make sure that your nails look nice, because she will or he will definitely be taking pictures up close of your ring, your hand on his arm. I just noticed I don't have my ring on. I need to go get it. Okay, I am back. I cannot believe it, I have it on. I just showered before this, and I always take off my ring before I get in the shower, and then sometimes after doing like my hair and makeup and lotion and stuff, I'll forget to put it back on. But I have it. I'm sorry, Jacob. He hates when I am not wearing my ring. So yes, number 3 was to get a manicure. So number 4 would be to clean your ring. If you've been engaged for a while before you got your photos done, like Jacob and I, we were engaged for we got our pictures done a month before our 2 years of being engaged. So we definitely had to get the ring cleaned and just so it looks nice and shiny for photos. Number 5 would be to plan your outfits to your locations. So definitely talk to your photographer about where she's wanting to do your photos. Don't be wearing a glamorous ball gown if she's taking you to a wheat field to do photos. This would probably be better for wheat fields, and the glamorous dress would maybe be cool in like a downtown cityscape kind of setting. Number 6 would be to think of props. So some photographers love props, hate props, some couples like them and don't like them. If that's something that you want to do, think about them beforehand and make sure you voice these to your photographer so she knows what she needs to plan for photos. So some ideas for props that people will do is signs that say things like she said yes, or he asked, or I'm stealing his last name, just different signs that say stuff, or holding up like heart-shaped things, or holding up their wedding date with a calendar with their wedding date circle, just different things like that. Just let your photographer know and see if that's something that you want to do. Number 7 would be to whiten your teeth. So of course you can ask your photographer to do extra enhancements in your photos if you would like to get your teeth whitened, things like that. But it's always just easier on your photographer and more natural, of course, just to do your teeth whitening beforehand than in post-production. So I recommend doing, the strips from the store, or I also have a video on this on my channel of a teeth whitening kit from Whitening Lightning, and I'll link that video down below as well, or going to an actual dentist and getting them bleached. Either one, your choice. Number 8 would be to think of your save the dates before you get your photos done. So if you have found a save the date that you just absolutely love, and the layout is a vertical picture and then 2 horizontal pictures, and it's blue and orange, and you want to have this certain outfit here and this certain outfit here, think about that before you go to make sure that you get those photos. Again, it may seem like a little obsessive or like thinking about it too much, but that's my personality. I think about things like everything leading up, and if you're the same type of bride, then think of those things, because you would hate to have this perfect vision of your save the dates and then you go and get your photos done and that perfect vertical picture that you wanted in that outfit, you only got pictures in a horizontal. Or say your save the dates, you wanted like a really pretty landscape from far away. Think about that and let your photographer know, so she knows to really back up and get at least one picture of you guys really far away with the beautiful mountains or the forest or whatever it may be. And also think about your save the dates. If you already have one that you absolutely love and you have to do, make sure that you plan your outfits according to the save the dates as well. So if your save the dates are blue and orange, you probably don't want to be wearing purple and red. That would look a little crazy, so always think about that as well. Number 9 would be to loosen up. So if you've already taken professional photos with your soon-to-be groom, then you already know how to do this, you know how it rolls, and you're good to go. But if you've never taken professional photos with your soon-to-be groom, or maybe only once or twice, then sometimes it can just be a little awkward, a little stiff looking. So just to remember to really loosen up. Luckily, Jacob and I have taken so many pictures together over the past 5 years and a handful of professional photos. So when it came to our engagement photos, we were really good to go. We felt very comfortable, especially because our photographer did an amazing job with making us feel comfortable with her and kissing in front of her and being all close and just things like that. So just remember, during your photos, it's gonna look a lot better and more intimate and more you guys if you just loosen up and just have fun with it. And number 10 would be to think about poses that you absolutely want to do. So if you've found the most amazing photographer, he or she will already know tons of poses. That is their job. They will tell you to place your hand here, or turn this way, or to extend your neck, or fix your hair. Any of those things, they already know. But if you're a Pinterest junkie like I am, then there might have been photos that you've seen, certain poses that you absolutely love, and maybe in a certain outfit that your photographer won't know that. So make sure you are completely open and honest with them. And something that I love to do is I'll just go through Pinterest and I'll screenshot or make a whole separate board of just poses that I want. So then when we're doing our photo shoot, I can look at them and make sure that we got the certain poses that I wanted. And a really great thing is if you make a Pinterest board of poses that you really want, or like a theme you're going for with your engagement photos, then you can just add your photographer into that board and you can make it private so just you and her or you and him can see it, and then they know exactly what you're wanting. So my last tip, this is I guess tip number 11, but I won't make it a tip, would be to bring somebody with you. So thankfully, I had one of my closest friends, April, come with us. She's in my wedding. She's one of my bridesmaids, and I just had her come with us for extra help. So we had, of course, tons of different outfits. We went to different locations. We had blankets and pillows and just tons of stuff. I've known April since I was 3 years old, so she knows, you know, the certain ways I like my hair, certain things about my makeup, and she just knows me really well. So April came along and she was there just for an extra hand, so she helped us like carry the blankets. She set up the blankets and pillows while we took more photos. She came up and was, you know, fixing my hair, or she knows like a certain thing that I don't like about my arms or my eyelashes or something weird. She would know that, and I told her different things beforehand, so she was just kind of my eyes since I couldn't see what we looked like, and that was so helpful. So if you're doing, you know, a big shoot with lots of locations and outfits, I really recommend bringing a friend with you that you feel comfortable with. Jacob's known April since middle school as well, so we both feel very comfortable with her and having her watch us take photos and stuff. So that's my last tip. Definitely bring somebody with you just as an extra set of eyes and hands. So during our shoot, April did some little behind the scenes vlogging for us, and so I'm going to insert those clips here now so you can see a little of how it went. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to be adding in a few of our photos from our shoot. And then if you want to see the rest of our engagement photos, then you can go to my blog, carlyjohnson.com, and all the rest of our photos will be there, as well as remember in the down bar below, I'm going to link our photographer's website, Instagram. If you live in Arizona or even out of Arizona, she travels as well. I highly recommend her. She is the best photographer ever. She makes you feel so comfortable and gets the best pictures. I just love her. So I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the video, and if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I would love to talk about engagement photos, or if you have any other questions about weddings in general that you want me to do a video on, also leave that in the down bar so I know what you guys want to see. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Oh, won't you? Oh, won't you?